Hey guys, welcome back to sportsbookreview.com, and the Bankrollers are back to deliver the picks of the day. World Cup Europe going to start today with Friday the 9th, so all the matches across Friday the 9th. A little similar the way we do best bets. They've put their names down on the matches that they feel they've got some strong plays on, so we're going to run through, but we're welcoming Martin Green, Alex from Need for Tips, and Stuart from tipsterhq.com. Great to have you back here, guys.
It's great to be back. I was saddened by the prospect of a summer without football, but football never stops. There's always something to be excited about.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, if we don't have football, we have Roland Garros. After that, we have Wimbledon. So don't worry, everything is ready for action.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see your guys' faces. I don't know, I'm more happy about the matches or seeing your guys' faces. I think it's seeing you guys. But
thank you very much.
Yay! Okay, listen, let's crack on. So we've got 9 matches in total, but there are 2 matches which are no plays, which we will get to. But going to start off with Andorra versus Hungary. Hungary 1.11, draw 9, and Andorra 19. Really surprised to see both Stuart and Martin with a tip for this match. I'm personally staying away. There's limited bets. Hungary, clearly the favourites in this match, 3rd in the group. But I just think there's very low value for them. But Stuart, listen, you found a tip. Is it one of your crazies?
I wouldn't call it completely crazy, but I mean, Andorra are one of those sides that are going to get beaten from pillar to post in this qualifying section. You know, Hungary, they're not the best side in the competition, but I think they're slowly improving. They're getting better, and they should get a fairly solid win in this one. You know, any side that scores less than 5 goals against Andorra probably needs to have a good look at themselves. So when you look at this and you can see an Asian handicap of minus 2.5 for Hungary, 1.97 with Bet365, SBO Bet, and Pinnacle, you've got to look at that and say there's some value there.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the bets that's standing out. Alex, are you taking that Hungary minus 2.5 as well?
No, not exactly. I don't fancy. Hungary is changing their team right now. Andorra, you know, Gibraltar, Andorra, those kind of teams, they are really poor, but after all, they are fighting for not conceding a lot of goals. So I don't like the tip in particular, but I will support Stuart.
So you're gonna go for Hungary minus 2.5 as well.
Not me. Martin is with the tip.
Oh, Martin, sorry. I thought, Martin, what's your bet for this match?
I am going with Stuart as well. I'm aligning myself with the Tottenham fan for a change. I think also that Hungary can get the job done. You look at these World Cup qualifier matches, and some of the countries that come out are just tiny little dots. Like Andorra is the tiniest little nation between France and Spain. I think it's only got about 3 ski resorts, and that's about it. I mean, they're very unlikely to put out much of a side. Whereas Hungary are a serious force to be reckoned with. The last time these 2 sides met, it finished 4-0 to Hungary. I don't see why they can't do a similar job on Andorra here. So minus 2.5. I found even money on that, 2.0. So yeah, the chance to double your money just looks good to me.
Yeah, my only worry with that bet, that seemed to be the bet of the match there, because, you know, even playing Hungary's total goals over 2.5 came in 1.8 Ladbrokes. So that seems to be the play. But Hungary have sort of gone through a bad patch. They haven't scored in their last 3 matches. Yes, it was to Russia, Portugal, and Sweden. But I don't know, Hungary on the road, I'm just nervous about what they can bring out. But Hungary minus 2.5 does seem to be the play here. And Andorra definitely in a different class than Russia, Portugal, and Sweden. So there we go. Hungary minus 2.5. Moving over as well, we've got Belarus versus Bulgaria, and it's Alex and Natalie with a tip from this match. Belarus 2.35, Bulgaria 3.1, and the draw 3.1. Also, these odds with Bet365. Shop around for your odds because they do vary. Alex, what have you got?
Yeah, Belarus in really poor shape, coming after 4 lost games in a row. Bulgaria with big chances to qualify for the World Cup. I think that they have something to fight for. They beat Netherlands last time last match. I think that they can do their magic and not lose at Belarus. It will be a really tense game, but I think that it's a game that Bulgaria should play with their heart. So Bulgaria with plus 0.25 for me at 1.82.
Yeah. Okay. Great stuff. We're on the same page here as well. Was surprised to see Bulgaria as the slight underdogs on the road. I'm playing. You can play the Bulgaria win. I found 3.25 at William Hill, but Bulgaria draw no bet is my tip. 2.25 with both Paddy Power or William Hill. Last two head-to-heads have been won by Bulgaria, and yeah, Bulgaria to win is my bet. Next, we've got Bosnia Herzegovina versus Greece. And Stuart, you have a tip for this match. What are you going for?
I'm all out on my own on this one, am I? Well, I think Greece, it's very difficult to predict what they're going to do. They can actually go out and perform quite well, and then you give them a Premier League winning manager, and they're rubbish. But you know, I think Bosnia should manage to carry this one and get all 3 points. So I think Bosnia are the team to back in this one. Just having a look at the odds now. SBO bet you can get 1.71, 1.7 with William Hill, 1.68 with Pinnacle. I think there's still a touch of value there.
Yeah. I was looking at the outrights as well. Bet365 have got Bosnia Herzegovina 1.67, draw 3.6, Greece 5.5. Again, the odds are varying quite a bit there. So again, shop around for your odds. I thought that the odds weren't there. If you look at both sides, they're sort of evenly matched here. I'm guessing that they're sort of going for Bosnia here with the home advantage. Greece on the road. Definitely think that Bosnia Herzegovina will get something out of this. But I thought it was a smidge too low.
I thought it was okay. You look at the firepower that Bosnia has; they're the better side, definitely. I think they, even with the players that they've got, they're a fading light in the international scene. So, not anything for me to get too excited about. I'm keeping the stake very low on this one, but it's something of interest.
Yeah, I've got an official play for this match, and I think it's Greece to score. Bookies really aren't expecting Greece to score, more of a win to nil for Bosnia there. Greece to score 1.91 with William Hill, and you can also get both teams to score 2.38. The reverse was a 1-1 draw, but I'm going for 1.91 for Greece to win. We're sort of losing everybody here. Stuart's dropped out. And Alex cannot join the call. That is so weird. Stuart is back. Okay, so yeah, Alex is having a problem logging in. Very strange. Are you being kicked off, Stuart? Is that what's happening?
I got kicked off, but I'm back. Couldn't stay away. That's the point.
Alex is struggling. Okay, and Alex has a bet for that match as well, which is a shame. Okay, what have we got now? Estonia versus Belgium. Belgium 1.18, draw 6.5, and Estonia 15. Belgium top of the group H, must win for them, and obviously a very tough feat for Estonia, who will be welcoming Belgium. Martin, you've got a tip for this match.
Yeah, I mean, Estonia aren't a bad side. They're not in the sort of league of Andorra or San Marino or a team like that. But I think they will still struggle here against what I think is an exceptional Belgium side. They're going to be without Eden Hazard, who's out for a few months with a bad injury, but they've got players like Romelu Lukaku up front. I mean, they've got an extremely strong defence. They've got the Tottenham back line. I can't see Estonia scoring here, and I think Belgium will just be far too strong for them going forwards. Kevin De Bruyne, players like that will just be too much for them. So I'm going for the exact same bet, actually. Belgium minus 2.5 on the Asian handicap at 2.15. I think they beat them quite comfortably last time they played. So looking well, actually, yeah, Belgium beat Estonia 8-1 last time they played.
I was going to say quite comfortable.
That is about as comfortable as it gets. So I think they're
not bad, are they? Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I mean, and minus 2.5 for Belgium on the Asian handicap is 2.15, so you can more than double your money on that. I know it's in Estonia. It's a bit cold up there for the Belgians, but I think they should be fine for that.
Maybe that'll get them scoring more goals. Listen, they've scored 22 over 5 matches. They've conceded only 2 goals. With you on that bet, Martin. I'm playing a little bit more safer. Belgium -2, 1.7. So if they only win by 2 goals, get my money back. You're right. What a thrashing. Last one, 8-1. 6th favourite to win the World Cup. They're priced 17. Could be a possible dark horse or a dark horse to cash out as they progress further in the competition. My bet is Belgium -2. Alex, what have you got for this match?
Yeah, Belgium -2 sounds really good, but my top tip is over 1.5 goals in the first half at 2.2. I think that Belgium will start really strong, and as Martin said, doesn't matter if Eden Hazard will miss this match or more matches for Belgium. Belgium has the quality needed in the field. I think that yes, you're right. They are one of the favorites to win the World Cup. Hopefully, changing their manager, it's a good thing for them. So yeah, Belgium is a really, really good team. Was my favorite also for the European competition, but their manager disappointed me big time.
Yeah. Obviously, we lost you on Bosnia Herzegovina versus Greece. What was your tip for that match?
Yeah, over 2 goals on the Asian handicap, 1.85. I think Bosnia are favorites because they're playing home, and when they're playing home, they're a scoring machine. But right now, they will face a tough defense. You know that Greece likes to defend and strike on the break. I think that also Greece will score at least 1 time. So over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.85 looks really good.
Yeah, I was going, do you know, my bet is just Greece to score. I'm really surprised to see 1.91 and then both teams to score 2.38. I thought tremendous value in that one. Greece to score was my bet. Next, we have got Faroe Islands versus Switzerland. Switzerland 1.14, draw 6.5, and Faroe Islands 23. I found very hard to find value in this match, but Stuart and Martin did. Stuart, what have you got?
Again, over on the Asian handicap tip on this one, Faroe Islands or another side really should get beaten quite heavily. Switzerland, decent, not fantastic, but they're reasonable throughout the side. And you can get 2.08 on Switzerland -2. I think you'll get your money back on that at least.
Yeah. My worry was whether Faroe Islands can score. They obviously got the home advantage. They've scored 2 over 5 games. That was my worry about playing that bet. Martin, what do you like?
Yeah, you can get 1.55 on Switzerland to win to 0. It's not a particularly great value, but I don't fancy Faroe Islands to score in this game. Switzerland are ranked 9th in the world. They don't look great on paper, but they seem to play very well together as a unit. They're top of their group. They beat European champions Portugal. They've got 5 wins out of 5. And again, they're playing against one of those tiny little countries that hasn't got any recognised stars whatsoever. Should be a pretty comfortable game for them. Also like -2 at 2.08. Or if you want to play it a bit more cautiously, -1.75 is 1.81. And I think Switzerland will do that. I can see them winning by 2 or 3 goals here.
Okay, next we've got
Latvia
versus...
better known for their penguins than they are for their players.
Yeah.
So I mean that says a lot, doesn't it?
Get the Penguins in goal. They might have half a chance.
Yeah.
And when you're saying Portugal were European champions, I still cannot believe that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, incredible game. But...
Come on, it was the same with Greece being European champions. I think, in my opinion,
almost as bad as Arsenal winning the FA Cup.
With Denmark, you know when Denmark were invited from vacation to participate in the European Cup and they won the European Cup.
I think Portugal are a bit better than Greece, and I mean they've got
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, when you say Cristiano Ronaldo, you're saying 9 players of the opposition. Yeah, correct.
Well, listen, that's the next question, though. Do we know the likes of sort of, Navas playing for Costa Rica, Ronaldo playing for Portugal? Do we know whether these are confirmed or not?
No.
Do you Do you think it's a no based on obviously he's just coming from the Champions League, isn't he?
I just can't see a player like Ronaldo wanting to miss out. He's already scored 9 goals in 5 games in World Cup qualifying so far. He's ahead of Lewandowski and Lukaku in the top scorers chart. He's the sort of egomaniac that will just want to stay out in front. I think
his contract will allow him, right? The golden player, you know, the scorer of the goals, or one of anyway. You know, I don't know whether it's obviously it's an important question because Latvia versus Portugal obviously is the next match that we're previewing. Portugal are the favourites, 1.13. But yeah, it's whether the likes of Ronaldo will be present in this match.
Well, if he wants to play, I'm sure he'll be playing. I think there's nothing that Real Madrid could ever or would ever want to do to stop him from doing that. And he's free to represent his national club. Real Madrid aren't playing again for a long, long time, so it's not like he's going to be tired for their next game. I mean, Portugal don't really need him. They could beat Latvia pretty comfortably without him. But it's just a great opportunity for him to do more towards his legacy and more towards winning another World Player of the Year title by banging in a load of goals against a very poor Latvian side. Last time they played, he scored twice and missed a penalty to make it a hat-trick. So I think that'll really, really annoy him. So I think he'll want to come back and try his hardest to get the hat-trick. You can get odds of 6-1 on him scoring a hat-trick here, and I quite fancy a small stake on that. But regardless, my bet for this one would be Portugal -2. So not quite as bold as the -2.5s previously. You can get 2.05 on that. And last time these two teams met, it was 4-0 to Portugal. They pretty much killed them, and don't see why they can't do it again. Latvia's defence, I mean, their captain used to play for Colchester United. They've got another guy who's playing for a Hungarian Minnows. They're up against, if Ronaldo plays, Ronaldo, or still a strong Portuguese side. So I think, a bit of a mix.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, because that was the bet I was looking at. The -2.5 there is 2.05. So you may be looking at the European there, but Latvia have only conceded 2 goals over 5 matches. Switzerland only managed to score 1 goal against Latvia, and that was when they hosted Latvia. That was at Switzerland. So I was a little bit nervous about that one, but it looks like it's the play there, isn't it? Or you can do
Latvia have conceded 9 goals in their 5 games, and 4 of them were against Portugal. So I would have thought, I think, they've had a couple of friendlies where they haven't conceded as many, but in a competitive match like this, I think Portugal can take them apart.
All right.
That Switzerland game was a bit of a misnomer as well. I mean, it was a weird game. They should have won that one by much more.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Portugal -2, and then finally we've got Sweden versus France. France 1.62, draw 3.6, and Sweden 6. However, again, shop around for your bookies because Paddy Power and William Hill is offering France 1.73. All of you guys are on there. Stuart, Alex, and Martin are all playing this match. Who wants to go first? Who feels really confident?
I'm not sure.
I think that it will be the same for. I think it will be a full house on France. 1.73 are not odds that you will miss, because France, in my opinion, right now they are one of the best teams, like national teams in the world. Sweden without Ibrahimovic are really poor, to tell you the truth. Okay, they are only below. And if they win and they will pull off the upset against France, they will be equal with France. So this is why it's a 6-pointer. It's a must-win for France, and I think that they will get the job done, and they will put 6 points between them and Sweden.
Yeah, must win for them as well. Martin, you seemed a little unsure about this match.
This might be a bit crazy, but I've just been in Sweden. I've been at Kopparberg, the home of the cider, trying cider all week. And I've been talking to a lot of Swedes about it, and they're feeling quietly confident about this game. They're actually playing pretty well. I know France should really expect to beat them, but Sweden come into it on the back of 3 wins in a row. They beat Portugal, they beat Belarus 4-0, they beat Slovakia 6-0. And I was actually looking at their team, and they've got a few decent players. They've got Emil Forsberg, who's got 19 assists in the Bundesliga at RB Leipzig this season. I think they're actually in with half a chance here. So just to go a bit crazy, I'm going to go Sweden +1 at 1.66.
Ooh. Usually we save those for Stuart.
Does it work for Martin?
Sorry?
Does it work to 1.66 +1 on the Asian handicap?
That's why when Natalie read it out, I sort of went, I'm not really fancying this game too much anymore. I think I'm probably gonna. Now that
Those are the right odds though. Plus, yeah, they +1 to be 1.66. That seems a little low.
No, it's true. This is why I asked him.
It's going to be a tight game.
Yeah,
it's a tight game. I think if Sweden lose, it's not going to be by more than 1 goal. So I think I'll get my money back if they do. But I think they might get a draw here or something. So I'm not going to be putting my mother-in-law on it. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Stuart, what have you got for this match?
Well, I think you've got two very, very different sides here. You've got one side who's just lost a bright, shining light. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, with his retirement, has really taken a lot of the luster away from Sweden. But then you look at that front side, and that front side is really, really good. Lloris, Varane, Blaise Matuidi, N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba, Antoine Griezmann, Kylian Mbappe, future Arsenal legend, apparently. Giroud is a damn fine striker, even at this level. I mean, he scores a fair number of goals for France. Payet is going to be on the bench, probably. I mean, that's a fantastic side. And yet you're up against Sweden, who are an obdurate, really difficult side to beat. And they've got Lindelof, Lustig, Sebastian Larsson. They're not going to roll over for anyone. So I think this is going to be a really tight game, probably quite a fair number of yellow cards in it. But I'm actually going for under 2.5 goals, which is kind of the same odds as Martin was at, 1.67 with Bet365.
Come on, Stuart. I thought that you're going for the draw directly.
No, it's too predictable.
You're quite conservative today, Stuart.
Yes, well, international football's a different beast, isn't it? Domestic football, you can go for those crazy ones, but internationals, it's games come along very, very rarely. Players take it very, very seriously, or they should anyway. And at the end of the day, you generally get the result that you expect.
All right, so changing tactics here. I've got a lean. It's not an official play. I'm going for both teams to score. 2.15 Ladbrokes and Coral. Both are strong. Both find the back of the net. They are also strong at the back, but both find the back of the net. I think Sweden, with the home advantage, should be able to pocket at least 1 goal. And France, with their wealth of players, they're definitely scoring a goal as well. So both teams to score 2.15. I thought that was very good odds indeed.
Natalie, who's going to score for them?
Emil Forsberg.
He hasn't got a lot of goals at international level, and their top goal scorer is Marcus Berg, who's got 12 goals and something like 46 matches.
They've scored 10 goals over the 5 matches so far, and I think at home they will be pocketing a goal. Mark my words. There we go. It's a lean anyway. It's not an official play, so it's not going on my record. I'm leaning. But I like it. I think it's a good price. 2.15 Sweden at home. But I'm half Swedish. They'll want to score a fan. And like Martin was saying, how confident they're feeling. At home, they've got to score a goal. So both teams to score is my official lean.
I think Martin.
Yeah, we have it.
I think Martin's leaning as well, but that might just be something to do with the Swedish cider he's been drinking.
I think the too much cider for him, Stuart. I think too much cider for Martin. This is why he's betting on.
Too much of the good life.
Right.
Yeah.
Brain.
Yeah. All right, great. So listen, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. We will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock local Costa Rica time, and then the same again on Thursday. So stay tuned. Ask the bankrollers any questions you may have. We will be keeping a record of our tips. Hopefully, we're going to make some money over these next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching. And Team Bankroll, thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.